The first mod I'm checking out today is Modern Firearms, Gunsmith Edition by idlesheep and WhiteShades. The description reads as, I'm not an expert on background settings, but I do think we always received old-fashioned and improper weapons in the Fallout universe. The Great War was happened in the last quarter of the 21st century, but judging by the pre-war weapons that existed, the 21st century itself seems to never existed. I am not living in North America, yet according to my knowledge, the most popular and widely used firearms over the military and civilian market in the pre-war US probably to be the AR family. I used to hate the AR series, no kidding, but whether you are an AR lover or hater, you can't just ignore that they are commonly seen in North America. So that is the first thing I made in this project. This is a project of Modern Firearms. Done with the initial release, it contains the AR, ARC, and MP5. Future plans, HK4 116, the G36, and the AK, the SCAR half done, SG55-2, and MSR. Now, I could go on reading you the rest of the description verbatim, but from what I can tell while playing this, the guns are leveled into the game, and you can also modify and upgrade them through reverse engineering or scrapping them. Now, I've spent a couple days with this mod and I still haven't learned everything there is to learn about it. I'm still picking up things, and just recently I figured out how to upgrade certain barrels of guns in this game. And I think that could be off-putting for someone who wants something that's sort of plug and play. But if you're looking for a mod that adds guns that makes it something you work towards getting the pieces you need to succeed, like what I did there, then this mod is definitely for you. You can also buy parts from vendors. But the thing that bothers me is that if you don't have a great carry weight, you can't spend your time running around and collecting a whole bunch of guns just to scrap them to get the one part you really need. It's a very intricate and well thought out mod, honestly. There's so many layers and levels to it. It's very, very impressive. I can't take anything away from it. The only sort of discrepancy I could say that I have with this mod is how the gun barrel lines up on the female character's hands. I didn't test a male character's hand because that character, the male character I have, is so far back in the level. It would just, I'd have to console command in everything, and I wanted to get a feel for this mod without having to console command in the weapons. Essentially, the way the gun barrel, receiver, whatever lines up with the character's hands in some areas is a little wonky, like it's floating in air. I'm sure the mod author will fix this, or maybe there was something in the description that I missed where I had to change something in an INI file or something to get it all lined up correctly. Who knows? User error could be the culprit here. So I'm not pointing any fingers. Our next question is, how does this gun handle? And so far, each gun is different from the next. Every one of them, which is very interesting. Like some guns have a recoil that will go up and to the right or a little bit downwards or something. There's a different sort of recoil for silencers. It's just so much love was put into this. Someone was definitely spending a great deal of time and energy. Also, the textures on the guns are immaculate. They're very, very well done. The only downside for me is that you still have to have an iron sight to use a red dot with these weapons, but I'm sure the mod author will fix that later on. And now I will leave you with some action shots of this weapon in all its glory. This next mod I've been using for a very long time, and there's a shot you probably haven't heard of it or seen it, because I doubt it's gotten too much exposure, but it's the Survival Knife by TrophiHunter. This mod adds a new custom knife to Fallout 4, 100% standalone, custom models, and custom textures. And now the mod author has made it so it's leveled into the game so you can get it off of raiders. It's also been worked into the Armor and Weapons Keyword Community Resource, or AWKCR for short. It's an acronym. Or is that a mnemonic? And personally, what I think, it's awesome. It's better than the vanilla knife. I mean, the vanilla knife looks like something Rambo used, but it's, let's just face it, it's not as cool looking as this one. The textures are just horrid compared to what this mod author has created, in my humble opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I'm not the be-all and end-all, even though I tell that to women that I meet on dates. They don't believe me, though. I will now leave you with the stabby of this knife.
Please don't be ferals again.
Never fear, man. We'll emerge victorious.
Getting shook up over nothing. Man, come back.
This next mod is one of my personal favorites, in the sense of I just love grass overhaul mods in general, ever since Skyrim. And this one is no exception. GRASSLANDS, a Fallout 4 grass overhaul by Doodlezoid. Now, there are many reports saying that this mod offers little to no FPS loss, so if your rig isn't that beefy, you could probably still run this without really feeling the pinch, which is fantastic. GRASSLANDS is a mod which offers better grass textures, new grass textures with grass added to new areas, and also flowers and meadows. There are new grass textures, very different from the original game. There are also flowers added to the game, which offers beautiful meadows. In my opinion, in some areas of the game, such as the forest, which now are a lot more alive, not just forests have been modified, however. The cities now have more life in them, with grass growing out of piles of rubbish and debris. The moshes have been modified and could actually offer better performance than the original game. The beaches have also been changed to a better look. There may be a performance hit, although from my testing it wasn't much of an impact. There are performance additions on offer which lowered the density and removed grasses underneath the water to improve SPS. There are two versions of the mod. Healthy will look like most of the screenshots and videos that have flowers and meadows. Unhealthy is more of a dead looking version and doesn't have any flowers, but may also have better performance. Now in this video I'm running the unhealthy version. Now this is due to my own moronicism, if you will. Now if you download this mod through Nexus Smart Manager, make sure you go inside of your mod files and look up the ESPs for the unhealthy and healthy version. Now if you just want the unhealthy version, you can leave things as is because it's in the folder below the healthy version. But if you want the healthy version, you're going to have to delete the ESPs for the unhealthy version. And hopefully that'll help anyone who got confused like downloading this and, you know, didn't realize that there was no menu to select the two. That sort of thing happens, you know. Well, sometimes we're lazy and miss the blatantly obvious. I'm one of those people. And I just now realized that this video has gone on for 8 minutes. And the sad thing is I tried to compress as much as I possibly could to make the video shorter. There are so many things I couldn't add into the video on the Gunsmith alone that was slightly disappointing for me. Maybe I need to just do spotlights on a singular mod and then I can go into great detail for 8 minutes about a mod versus trying to put 3 mods minimum into a video and cram it all together. Well, that's it. I'm gonna go. Thank you for tuning in my channel. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. You know, if you don't like it, go right ahead and don't like it. You know, to rebel is to conform, and to conform is to rebel. So know the principles of Buddhism. Think about it. I know it sounds a little crazy, but really, it makes perfect sense. I'm not going to get all philosophical on you because then you'll really stop subscribing to my channel. Well, I'll just tune in next time, all right? Because I'll be here. Believe me, I'll be here. Because Becky won't love me. God, no talking about Becky. Okay, I'm leaving this time. I'm serious.